Hi, families. Welcome to fifth grade. I'm Miss Conley. All right, so here's a little bit about me. I am going into my 20th year. Technically, it's 19.5 years in education. I'm going into my sixth year here. I went to Oakland University for my undergrad and Michigan State for my master's. Go green! All right, so here's a little bit about me. I, of course, love being with my family. I love being outside, hiking and biking, doing home projects, and of course, watching my kids do their sports. My son plays hockey. He just graduated this year, and he's going to Western Michigan University. And my daughter will be going into 10th grade, and she plays lacrosse. All right, so what are my roles? Okay, I will definitely give you all the support and guidance. I will help you and your student. So if you need help, please feel free to reach out to me. Even if it's about maybe something we're doing in math and you don't remember how to do, like reducing fractions, simplifying fractions, I will help you because you know what? Fifth grade was a long time ago for some of us learning coaches. I will also monitor your students' learning. I'll be looking at the attendance, lesson completion. So if if you're going to hear from me, if your student gets overdue lessons, when you get to 15, I'm going to be reaching out and it's going to be logged and I'll send you a letter. And if it gets up to 25, then it needs to get reported. So it's really best. Do not get behind. Okay, it's hard to get caught up. And also, my other role is that I'm going to be teaching your child live lessons. This year, they are going to be an hour long. Office hours. I did not have office hours last year. I let students make appointments with me when they need guidance, some tutoring, one-on-one, and some small groups. Typically, I just stay after class and offer time for the students to ask questions. And again, I have tutoring in small group time with students. I do prefer when students make appointments and they use the book me. Instead of saying, Miss Conley, can I meet with you? When can I meet with you? Just book me because it'll open up into my calendar. All right, so how are you going to contact me? It is so important to contact me. Webmail. Okay, send me an email. You can call me or text me, but I'm going to, please, 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 I cannot stress it enough. I have so many people, parents and students, that call me and then they just hang up. I'm not going to call the number back if you do not leave me a message. So please leave me a message because I don't know who called. I don't save numbers, like your name with your contact because it goes to my personal phone. And the other way is that you can book a time with me and come to office or live lesson time. And when I have that office hour time after all of our live lessons, it is very helpful. All right. This is great right here. I got to move my picture. This is a Padlet. So if you were with us last year, you should know what the Padlet is. This is like a one-stop shop for everything, everything that you can think of. All of my live lesson recordings, grade recovery sheets, our calendar, our newsletter, extra credit, like little cheat sheets, our notes and things like that. Okay, and extra help videos and directions. So please, you make sure you utilize that because if you call me up and say I don't know what to do, well, did you go to the Padlet? The directions are going to be there, I promise. And if you ever get an access denied error, that's because most cases is that you did not complete your lesson beforehand. A lot of students think that they did, and maybe they didn't check the little green mark at the very top. Or there is a practice test. You have to do those. So make sure you do those. Our live lesson schedule. Here is our live lesson schedule. And I will also, this will be all on your planner, but we will have science and social studies on Monday, math live lesson on Tuesday, math review live lesson, what we did on Tuesday, we will review it in a more of an informal way. I like to do a lot of writing, so you need to come prepared with a math notebook. I cannot stress that enough. I don't have mine readily available, but it's super important that you have a notebook for our class, okay? And it's just for math, okay? I need you to take notes. When I take notes and I show it on my screen, I want you to take notes too, because chances are you're going to forget something by the time you get to that part of the lesson or on your test. And if you wrote it down, you have everything there for you. So it's a win-win. One of the big things this year is that we are requesting all students to have their cameras on, okay? I know some students that have been here for years. They've gotten into the habit of not turning their cameras on. We are expecting all students to participate. And here's the thing. Even if you're having a bad hair day, or maybe your bedroom's messy, or wherever you're sitting isn't the greatest background, okay? Well, you can put on the blurred background. That's okay. Maybe you have bedhead, okay? Get up a little bit earlier and fix yourself. Just like when you went to in-person school, or if you go to a doctor's appointment, right? You're going to make yourself presentable. Turn your camera on, and guess what? It's only for me. At the very, very beginning of the class, sometimes I'll have it on so everybody can socialize, but typically I'll wait until the end of class and then I put everyone's cameras on, okay? So if you don't want your camera on for everybody else to see you, that's okay. With having your camera on, I get to see you. You get to see me. You always get to see me, but I don't get to see you. So when it comes time for state testing, I have no idea who my students are because their screens are black. This builds connection. I can look at the screen and I can see who's listening. I can see that confused look on someone's face, okay? So it's very important that you keep your camera on, okay? Please do that for me. You would keep your microphone silent. I don't want people interrupting. There is a time and a place for that. And also have something to write with and on, like your math notebook. Learning coaches, your task, you have a to-do list, so does your student. Make sure you do that when you go to your learning coach page. It will all be there for you. Your big responsibility is keeping attendance, making sure you're up on your students' work, submitting their lessons to me. When they do their work, it goes to you. You can't open it once it comes to you, but you are going to submit it. I would always recommend if your child has a quiz or a test that you make rules with your child and don't let them do any test or quiz alone. That way you can preview it together and then ask them, do you have any questions? Do you need a refresher? Let's get our notes out and practice this together. And then let them be successful and do the quiz with you nearby, so that way if they do have questions, they can ask you. All right, because I've had too many students fly through their quiz because they wanted to go out and play or because they had no idea what they were doing. And then they fail it, and then they want me to reset it. No, I'm not going to reset that. You need to do it correct the first time. And if you fail it because you just didn't really understand it, then we're going to meet, we're going to talk about it, and you can try to do the corrections with me. All right, student daily task. Number 1, check your emails. I do send messages to students. It might just be to you. It could be to the whole class. I might be sick, and then you think we have small group or a class, and you're like, where's Miss Conley? Well, make sure you read your webmail. And then this is the learning coach, take attendance. So on your students have a to-do list. Make sure you do that. It's right here on this page. And also do every single lesson for the day. Grade recovery. Yes, you can do grade recovery. It might look like this. It might look like something in IXL, or I might make a whole new customized assessment in Connexus. Weekly task. Parents and students check your grade book. Make sure you come to all of your live lessons, okay? Especially your reading and your math. Check in with your teachers. When we have CBAs, I need you to check in and then please return my phone calls. You can even send me a text if you can't get back with me. And we have NWEA testing that is required. You will take it 3 times in the year, and it's just testing your achievement, like where you are. Okay, it'll give you your grade level. Now, parents, I know you want to be able to help your child be successful, but helping them on this test is not something I want you to do. I want to know your child's growth, not your growth. And children, I do not want you going onto your phone and using your calculators. I want to know what's in your brain, and I don't want you Googling things. Believe it or not, I get lots of students that have above 12th grade level, but then in class, they're not at a 12th grade level. It's because they looked the answers up. So please do not do that. I will reset the test and you will try the test again. All right, count day, super important. This is your day where you show up. Your attendance is required. It's in October and it's in February. You complete all of your live lessons, and you get attendance for coming to live lesson and completing everything. If for some reason you cannot come to live lesson, you need to pick up the phone and give me a call, okay? We do have paper tutoring. This is 24 hours, 7 days a week. Information will be sent out later. MSTEP, this is required, absolutely required. It is held in person in April. Your location for your area will be sent to you. It's within an hour from your home. It's usually, most people are about half hour, 45 minutes at the most. And my welcome call, okay? I will be calling you. I do have like a letter saying you can book a time with me. That's even better. Please take my phone number. It's right here. Put it in your phone so when I call, you don't think I'm a telemarketer, okay? Complete your student and learning coach orientations and write down any questions that you have as you're going through those. And I really cannot wait to meet you and your family and have an excellent school year. Bye-bye.